I'm Pastor Penny Hogan, and I'm standing at the entrance of New City Kids in Paterson, a community that has been hit extremely hard by the pandemic. New City Kids is one of 4 mission partners here in Paterson that we are raising money for this Advent. New City Kids empowers at-risk teens to become role models for the kids in their neighborhoods. The result? 99% of New City Kids seniors graduate high school and go to college. Sarah Carter, Executive Director of New City Kids, Jersey City, and Jesse Davis, Program Director at New City Kids here in Paterson, are with me today. Sarah and Jesse, we are so glad that you are with us here today to help us learn a little bit more about New City Kids. Could you tell us about the organization and what it is that you do?
Yeah, happy to. New City Kids exists to love kids for change. So we are passionate about whole life transformation, really from kids that are as little as first grade all the way to 12th grade and beyond. And we do that through a number of different programs, but really it's relationally based. So we love kids, we get to know them, we walk side by side with them, and we offer safe places for them to experience transformation. So Jessie is our program director here at Paterson, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what that looks like on a daily basis.
Excellent.
Awesome. So on a day-to-day, beginning at 7:30 in the morning, we're here bright and early, opening up the Center for Remote Learning, since the kids are learning from home, just to alleviate some of the stress that is at home and to create a safe space and free of distractions for them to come in and to learn with some additional academic support. After that, we transition into the evening hours and we do teen-facing programming where our teens are being developed in leadership. They're also getting a little bit of academic enrichment as well as musical training. And then in turn, once they are trained musically, they go and provide a little bit of musical education for our kids.
How has the pandemic, which I know has hit all of us in different ways, how has it hit the community that you serve and your programs?
So we've had to just really get creative and mainly focus on continuing to develop the relationship with all of our kids and their families, and to continue to keep our teens employed and in our Teen Life Internship program year-round. So Jesse could probably tell you a little bit more about what is the Teen Life Internship program, and that is still going strong right now in the pandemic.
Yeah, so we've totally have to pivot like everyone else. We all hate that word at this point, but we are still doing it. And our goal, like Sarah said, is to make sure we continue to love kids for change. So though, we can't have the 100 of them that would typically be in the building at this time, we still have a number of students who are still coming in and want to receive services. And we found out for us, that is mainly with our teen programming. So we have about 52 teens who come in and they still receive their internship. So again, they're doing leadership development, so they're being trained on protocols and procedures and life development skills and financial literacy and all that good stuff, as well as, again, being trained musically in the area of drums right now. And they're learning that 3 days a week. And then on Fridays, they actually go and teach that again to the kids.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Even though it's a challenge that you're still able to reach the teens especially and their families at home. Where have you seen hope in all of this?
I would say that they're still coming. Right? When in the midst of everything shutting down and people retreating and being in quarantine and going out a lot less, our teens are coming out, our families are coming out, and our kids are coming out. They still want and need to receive services and have a safe space where they can come and develop and learn about themselves and learn about the God who loves them, and being able to explore all of what that means for them, as well as having something productive to do, right? Everyone wants their kids to get out of the house and do something, and we provide that space for them to come and do, and they come and meet us here. And as we are providing services, they're providing us with hope and joy as we get to see the impact of the work that we do.
Wow, that's really amazing. Sarah, maybe you could say a little bit more about where you've seen God work in all of this.
I think it's been neat to see church partners, individuals all come together to show up for students during this time, to be God's hands and feet during this time for students that really need it.
Is there anything else that you would like for our community to know about New City Kids and the work that you're doing, the transformative work that you're doing in these children's and young people's lives?
New City Kids is like a lighthouse in this space, and I think it's a beautiful place. I don't take credit for it, so it's these guys on the ground. It's just a beautiful space to provide light in this community, and Paterson is a beautiful town full of beautiful people, and I think it's just, it is it's really special to have New City Kids in the community. And we're excited to continue to grow, to continue to be here, to try to reach more young people. And we'd love your partnership in that effort.
Well, we thank you so much for your time today, and we look forward to actually seeing this space. And we will continue to pray for the work of New City Kids and all of the children and teens and families that you serve. And we appreciate your time today. Thank you.
So welcome inside the space. This is New City Kids Paterson. We use Madison Ave Crossroads Ministry Center, which actually used to be a silk mill historically. And we have revitalized the space and renovated it and have turned it into the center that we use today. Where I'm standing right now is our tutoring floor. Pre-COVID, this would have been used for tutoring of probably 50 kids at a time, and they would have been set up at tables with their tutors. It would have been filled with laughter and the smell of Cheetos. They really like that snack. But right now, only 8 kids sit here, and they do that for remote learning. And this is our basketball court. We use this for free time play when our kids are running in, as well as using this upward space here for our community time. Typically, you hear the bouncing of balls and kids making shots or more or less missing shots, but it's all right. It's a place for them to come and to learn. Unfortunately, now that can't happen on the scale that it used to, but kids have now come for basketball clinic, and we split them 8 on each side, and they get to practice with 3 of our teens, learning to better their basketball skills. So this is our backspace where all the magic happens. This is where the musical learning takes place. And typically, we would have several classrooms running with bass over here to my right, and there'd be a piano class, and then a percussion class, and then drum class. But unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we've had to consolidate. And now we've brought all the kids who are interested in still doing music. We brought them out here, and they actually do drumline out here, and we're preparing for our Christmas drumline.
As you've heard, the pandemic has taken an incredible toll on children and teens and families here in Paterson. I hope you'll join me in donating to our Advent campaign to raise $50,000 to support our Paterson neighbors. However you're able to give and whatever you're able to give, we thank you for your generosity.